Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 61 degree Wednesday, the whatever we are, 27th, I think. But anyway, it's raining now. It rained overnight, and it made it up to a whopping 65. I think our high today is supposed to be 83 or something like that instead of 90, whatever the heck it's been. But yeah, I'd never seen anything about rain coming. It just showed up, and I just started getting weather alerts all of a sudden. And Kelly's going, what the heck? And sure as world, started raining. Didn't get too crazy. Nothing got, the sidewalks and stuff got wet. But it's sprinkling now. As I'm standing here, you can hear it hitting the leaves and the trees. Very fall look this morning. It's crazy. Holy moly. So the old war wagon with her blown up air conditioner compressor, I threw that metal pan. You remember I bought that thing to take that BMW motor apart, that boxer. And she just had a couple of drops of liquid Fryon. And he gets his little treats. You almost have to shove it in his mouth sometimes. He's so Mr. Mellow. Alright. Bye, Sachi. Look at her face buried in the ground. Poor old war wagon. What's all the driplets on the windshield? What is that?
I don't know. It's this liquid stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. It's been nice.
Yes.
But it's unavoidable in the Northwest.
I know.
As long as they don't do it this weekend.
Yeah. Not this weekend.
Yeah. All right. Let's roll.
All right.
67 degrees and I would say mostly cloudy. It actually rained on us a bit coming to work.
It did.
Had the old windshield wipers go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Not enough to clean the bugs off though.
No, it doesn't have to get
It just came in little spurts.
Yeah. They're rogue little clouds.
Yeah.
Now there's just nothing.
Well, Mama,
Yes,
we have made it to hump day. How about that?
We did. We just got to get on that.
Yeah, we're halfway to the weekend. Halfway to our trip time.
Yes.
Kelly and I went out there and threw the LED bulbs in Flirty last night.
Those are bright.
Yeah, it's crazy. Things work so well.
Yeah. That will light up my little world.
Yep. Now, if she's behind me, she's going to blind me. I'll have to force her to go out front for a bit.
I can't see.
Well, let's go in there and bust it out.
All right.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday.
You too, Hubba.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Okay.
Look who's back. The 27 Electra Glide Limited. This thing's nice. So, finally got it up here and the clutch switch is bad. Unfortunately, you got to buy the whole control thing that's inside the switch. All these are just protruding out of a metal housing. You've probably seen my street glides and road glides apart. But yeah, it needs that. That's kind of expensive. The wheel sensor is out of whack. So put everything back together to just in case, sales decides not to do it. Both of those are safety things, I would think. You don't have ABS without that front wheel sensor, and it will not start if you're in gear. So if you stall this thing at a light, you have to get it in neutral. I've had a bike that had an old 03, or is that right? Yeah, 03 DR650 that somebody had played around with the jetting. Had a super trap muffler on it and a K&N air filter in there. So I kept the exhaust, switched the air filter to a stock filter. And I think it was, if I remember right, I think it was a paper filter back then. It could have been a foam. I don't remember. But anyway, the jetting was all out of whack from day one. Well, it was kickstart only. And what was it? In 04, I think in 04 they came out with electric start thing, and it was this hacked on thing on the mag side. You ever seen those aftermarket electric starter kits for ATVs and bikes and stuff like that. It looked like that. It looked like one of these afterthought things. And then, was that 03? Yeah, I want to say it was 10 years. I don't think it was an 03. No. It was a 93. It was a 93 and 94, 95. They had the electric start. I think you might have been able to get it both ways. One of the years, or maybe both of them, you had no choice. And then in 96 is when they came out with the current DR650. And virtually nothing has changed. A couple of things here and there, but very, very minor. It just changes colors. The same old bike comes out every once in a while. And now there's, EPA versions of them they sell in California and other countries. I think in Canada they get I don't know if they have the evap bottle, but I think they do have. Yeah, I think they do, because it's got a sealed tank and whatever. It's just like a California model. But anyway, it'd be nice to get this thing finished and have it up there so somebody could take advantage of it. But it's kind of since we got this thing, it was people in that early stages of buy, and I think we've had others come in and leave since this one was down here. So the big touring bikes, especially now that Harley has so drastically upgraded those things in a 24. I was about to lose a decade there, and big difference. They everything about them, that suspension, all the fancy whiz bangy thing with the dadgum. Well, I would say an iPad up there, but it's like a large screen. It's, one of those long format ones. The service manager came down. But anyway, I don't remember where I was. Got sidetracked. She's a birdie. I wouldn't mind having it. It's the older style dash, like my well, you know what? I think my 17 even had that on there too, didn't it? Yeah, it did. It was, I think, 19 when they went to where there's no physical buttons. This was the premium one, but it did still have the buttons on it. And then in 19 they went to just a big display. But now the one is it's huge. Great big old thing. There's no analog gauges. It digitally has analog gauges. And all the different wind tunnel testing, they cut through the wind a whole lot better. There's that new, this one's a twin cooled, but the new twin cooled, it just looks like an extension of an oil cooler. It's so well disguised. It doesn't blast out the vents here and smoke your kneecaps. And there's no more, I guess there was issues with coolant leaks and stuff like that. I don't remember what it was. I think that was the early years of them. I think that might have actually been in the twin cam days. But anyway, she's nice. I took you guys for a ride on it. She's very pleasing. Big old gal. Oh, the gatekeeper calls, and I need to go up and give the part numbers to Kelly so she can get those parts on the RO, get sales to approve it or deny it. Thankfully, it's only reached 85 degrees out here today. That thing's been sitting down here for quite a while. That's just to show you, this bike has just been sitting there. And I had charged the battery when I did the UVI, used vehicle inspection on it. And that thing's been sitting there cooking along. Do need to get the keys away from it, which I've had them away. I don't know if this is, yeah, this would definitely be far enough. Be surprised how sensitive those things are. It's back in the days when you still got the two fobs. I don't know what the other thing does. It's probably something for the bike, I would imagine. Probably some gizmo or gadget he has on it. But yeah, it's been a quiet day. Been upstairs messing around. Messing around, and got in a crazy conversation with the service manager talking about cars, and I was just telling him about the AC compressor. Oh, speaking of the AC compressor, a lovely gentleman, we'll just call him Judge. Used to be a certified automobile technician. He says you can get that thing for $97, not remanufactured, an actual new one from eBay with a 2-year warranty on it. So it's like $97 for the compressor and $35 for the dryer. I don't have the tools to do it. I will just, take it. I took the relay out so that as you're switching between modes, you don't pass over and it doesn't try to turn that thing on. And anyway, so I'll probably have, I don't know, somebody take it down to our Honda car place and find somebody to do it, or be nice to know I've never tried that before. Do that for myself. And this is a cable upstairs. I told you he was training for a big ride, which I think he's already missed it now. I think it was the first part of this month. I think maybe it was the first part of September. But they're using his rack, and he had his bike sitting on his rack. And that's the state it was in when he crashed. He did I see some things kind of tweaked and scratched up, but he hasn't ridden it since I think he made it home with the thing. Actually made it. He was in the middle of nowhere, ended up back to his truck. Somehow or another, they got it loaded on his truck. He's got one of those things you roll on and it lifts up. One of those. He's got it's not a truck, it's a SUV. He made it out of there. Be surprised what you'll do when you have to. So they were asking me about the tires on this thing, because they closed the UVI RO out, and they go, "Did you put the tire on the back of that thing?" I go, "No." He goes, "Well, there's a tire on it, and it was charged to it, but oddly enough, there's no labor charged to it, just the tire." So it goes, "There should be a tire down there." So I look at the bottom, and there's 2 brand new tires for a Harley, which are the size for this, but there's only a rear tire that's going on this one. And so at the very bottom of the stack, I see 2 tires with the labels on it. So I drag them out. This is just dead tires. I drag them out, and then that one sitting on the bottom, I don't know what bike it was initially for, but that's a brand new tire, but it's 5 years old. The previous guy that was here just was hoarding tires or something. And then the one rear tire that was there was almost 3 years old, and the matching front was 2 years old. And so I took those upstairs. I don't know what Kelly did with them. It's getting close enough. I wouldn't, if I took my motorcycle somewhere, I wouldn't want 3-year-old tires put on it. So anyway, this one's, just shy, or the one is tagged, because I can't do those things. I can do like front tires on a Spyder or something that just takes my back right the heck out. Plus the previous guy bent and tweaked that thing so bad that you can take the tire off, but you have to hand put it back on, or it's going to eat the rim. It will absolutely eat the rim, man. And then somebody else was trying to do car tires and destroyed the balancer, so that hasn't worked. And then that old snap-on, that they brought it down trying to get it to work, but you got to take them upstairs to balance them. So Kelly tagged a new tire and put it on a shelf. There's a tire shelf that we have for bikes coming in for tires. And one of the young lads with a strong back and a weak mind swap these things out. They're actually pretty easy to get in and out. It's just them tires they would hold up a full-size truck. Them are some crazy hard sidewalled tires. It's amazing that you can ride these things as fast as you do, and them tires aren't slippery. I mean, it's crazy. You take one of them and you drop them on the ground. You just hold it like a hoop and just go boom, dung, dung, and bounce it. It literally has a plastic sound. Because Harleys have such a high load rating on them. But when you go down the road, they're nice and soft and comfortable. You never know. But man, when they're loose, I'm used to sport tires and Spyder tires that are literally, flexible. I mean, you take these things and it's crazy how those are really old. I think those were, what were those things? 9? No, that was off of that. It was what, 11? That was a 14. It's 25. It was. I think they were 11 and a half years. I think it was two of. No, it was actually the year prior. So the tires were old to start with. Anyway, they're old tires, and those have gotten hard. You take a new set of these things, they're just super soft. Crazy. This one, or it's that one. Yeah, I think it's that one. It's getting the transmission shaft. This one, I think we ordered the ABS ring for it because I don't know if the guy threw away his rotor or whatever, but he doesn't have it, or I haven't heard anything back. But he's getting the just the sprocket bulletin. He's gonna get the white sprocket. So he's got that sprocket bulletin. And yeah, I didn't, when he was talking about the throttle sticking, how I was showing you how that thing looked like it was pausing when it's running. It absolutely, it's weird. It actually, how I could get it, no, I won't do it. I could get it to pause. It absolutely will not do that at all. But then I'm thinking, oh Lord, he's got that manual transmission where it holds, ooh, that doesn't feel very good either. Yikes. But when you shift these, oh, he's got some after. Oh, yeah. That lever has 0 free play in it. That thing's locked up tighter than the drum. How in the world do you get it like that? Somebody might have just over torqued that thing. Oh, yeah, everything's all nasty and bound up. I bet that brake fluid in that clutch is not in pretty shape. But these things will hold when you're shifting. It's like a newbie that doesn't let go of the throttle. When they're shifting, you ever hear somebody do that? They go, well, these do that. They hold it. They were highly unpopular, the 1330s. Absolutely wonderful on a 990. Just a pleasure to ride. These, they hold that. They're feathering that throttle in between shifts. And if you just sit there with the clutch in, let it just do its little rev, it'll come down. Literally the most irritating thing to ride. And they're so unpopular. Geez, how many years back they just canceled the SE6s. And I think the only ones we got were the ones they forced on us. And that was like maybe one a year. We just didn't order them. Nobody wants the SE6 works so incredibly smooth on these things that, you forget that you're not riding a manual. Now you ride an old 990, which was a SE5 for the automatic, SM5 for the manual. Way, way more satisfying to ride the 5-speed manual twin, where the 6-speed manual triple, no. And, you don't have access to go in there and like take that feathering out. You get, modern manual cars sometimes do that too. Our 07 Honda Element, it did it just a little bit. Just enough that you could get over it and not freak out over it. Man, when I let go of that throttle to make that shift, I want that thing to just drop to 0. I want to see idle instant. It's like riding that 2014 the things I dubbed as the Mint 2014. That's the one, they took it away the very next year, but it had the best decel braking. You cracked the throttle. I remember going on a trip with Kelly, in 2014 to the where did we go? Oh yeah, we went to Durango, Colorado for the Spider Fest kind of thing. Well, it's actually called the Spider Fest, but it was a big spider meeting thing there. And we stayed in Cortez, which is a nice, quaint little town, we went through that thing year before last. Whoa, that has grown up quick, like really quick. That hotel we stayed at is just gone. Man, what a crying shame. I think it's there, but the sign's gone, and it's just abandoned. That was so sad. That was so cool, those people, because we were late getting in. We got there like 11:45 or something, and there was a little note that says "Smokes" on a little mailbox outside, and it was our key and everything. You know, we paid for it all online and everything. Man, we ordered Pizza Hut. It was the only thing that would deliver that time of night. The guy was nice, and that was boy, after that drive, that was a long drive, and that was some of the best tasting pizza ever. Is Pizza Hut even around anymore? I remember when I was a kid, when Pizza Hut started, that was like the most magical thing. I mean, it was a special thing when we'd go out and go to Pizza Hut. You know, it's funny, when we moved here in 1978 to the Pacific Northwest, we got there, it was dark when we got there. Got up next morning, had to go to school the very next day. My parents, they didn't mess around. The next day I was going to school. And I think that was like on a Friday, so it immediately went to a weekend, if I recall. But I remember we went, that Pizza Hut is, that building's still there, I think. You know, I have no idea. But it was there for a long time. I remember us going to a Pizza Hut. And that felt like home, you know. Because we did that when we were in Texas. And that was nice. But it's getting towards the end of the day. I thought I'd just shoot some more bull with you a little bit. And we're just going to roll out here in a minute. What do we got? Half an hour? What time is it? Oh, yeah. Got about 25 minutes. And thankfully, I was going to crack the windows and all kinds of stuff out there. And it's about 45 minutes ago, I was upstairs and I go, dang, I forgot to crack those daggum windows in that car. Because we got wedged in and I could barely get out and get my backpack out and everything out of the car, you know, trying not to ding somebody else's car. And anyway, I forgot to do the windows. You gotta be careful doing that. But we got cameras up there like crazy. It's like Fort Knox around this place. But anyway, I'm gonna roll at that. We'll see you at the hacienda, or maybe we'll say something while we're going down the road in the heat. I'll cry to you a little bit, but I mean, 80 degrees, that's nothing. But starting off with a hot car, that's going to be something. Well, hello there, YouTube. Well, we made it home in the old war wagon with no AC. Did fine. It was definitely hot to start with, but the worst thing is the unbelievable noise of the freeway when you're going down the road.
Yeah, with the windows
down. Ear-piercingly loud. You don't think them tires, I wonder, you know, when you go on rides, especially when you end up on the freeway, on motorcycle trips, just that, you have that buzzing feeling when you're done. It's just that, all that freeway noise going on.
Yeah.
Wow, nuts. But
Get some earplugs.
Yeah, she did fine. Everything went cool. But I think on that, we're going to make it. It's nice and cool here, by the way. It's like 70 something, a nice cool breeze. Feels really good. The first time in a while that it has been humid out.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I've yammered enough. We'll roll out of that.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.